Coach Helen for Youth at Studio, talking about, posing the question, because we've talked about this one before, is the grass greener? Now, I think most people will understand what I say when I say, make the phrase, is the grass greener? However, in typical my style, I'm going to break it down a little bit, just in case somebody's not sure what I mean. Because this one has reappeared over the last 3 or 4 weeks, like a trooper. I'm just going to bring you there, Jack. There we go, there. Bring me closer. Oh, it's time to refocus because I'm now too close in Instagram's camera. Hello. Hi. So, mainly what we see is when we're looking at situations, other people's situations or environments or setups or what they own or their skills, etc., appear to be more attractive than your own. So when you're looking at somebody else's setup, in your head, you won't be saying, oh, their grass is greener. That would be an odd thing to say to yourself. What you would be thinking is, oh, they've got it easy. They must be loving where they are right now. Oh, things must be so easy. They have so much money. They have so much time. They have so much of everything. They're really good at what they do. There's a huge amount of comparison going on, which is why I said last week this did kind of tie in with my comparison. Being the thief of all joy live, although I argued that it wasn't, actually. It wasn't. However, is the grass greener is looking at someone's situation and thinking it's more attractive, you'd rather have their situation, you believe them to be better off in some way than you are. So how have I seen this? I've seen it all through the year. I've talked about this before. Someone's lockdown is easier in a particular way because, I don't know, they've got a bigger car, bigger house, I don't know, more time to do things. Someone's house is nicer, someone's tree decorations are better. I don't know. I mean, this can go on, right? Just generally, somebody else's situation right now is more attractive than your own. Or if you've been in a situation, you will recognise that this has happened. Now, it's often that someone may compare and see somebody else's grass as being greener or a more attractive or a better situation, and then go forward and make changes to their existing or your existing situation to chase that, right? So what do I mean by that? Sip tea. That's not what I mean, but I just feel like, you know, you make a banging tea. I'm trumpeting my own tea making skills. It's a banger. Right? Some people, for example, you might know these people. You might know one of these people in your life. Generally, we seem to have one that will bounce from relationship to relationship, always seeking something, right? So they're always seeking something because they will get into an environment or situation, and then another situation or relationship will appear more attractive. So will appear more, will be more fulfilling, be more exciting, more fun, more full of passion, whatever it is. And so they move from relationship to relationship, and they're seeking the grass is always greener. Similarly, you also might like somebody whose CV is longer than your entire length of your body, because, and if you've interviewed people like I have, you will see it from a mile off. You know, when you see someone's CV and it's like stapled because there's like so many pages of jobs and jobs and jobs, and it's kind of less than 6 months to move on, less than 6 months to move on. That's a prime example of somebody else who's also looking to be more respected, more fulfilled, to be seeking something more somewhere else. And so they keep changing their environment because they're trying to find the greener grass or trying to find something that makes them more fulfilled. Now, the statement I'm going to make now, if you are listening or watching this and think, oh, that sounds a little bit like me sometimes, or I know somebody like that, this next statement I'm about to make, you will probably identify with, or will look at someone else and go, oh yeah, okay, I can see that. So if somebody, or if you as yourself are someone who's more likely to think the grass is greener, or believe, I say it's a belief system, that the grass is always greener than your own, you'll never, or these people will never be truly satisfied. There is no, it's like, I would say it's like being permanently hungry. So permanently wanting to eat something and never actually eating enough to feel fulfilled. Always permanently driving for more, looking for more, never satiated. It's like I tell you what it is. It's an endless quest to find happiness somewhere new, right? And I've talked about changing environment, and this is the same line of thinking when you say grass is greener or looking to find something better. It's actually just avoiding the source of the issue. It's not looking at actually the reason why you're seeking something more at the time. It's just permanently seeking. It's permanently trying to consume or get better, have something bigger, have something more. How it's been explained, right? This is what the grass is green has been explained as, right? Okay, this is the definition. The fear of missing out of the perfect relationship, finding the perfect soulmate. This is one of the relationships, right? So, or the perfect job, right? So let's break that down, everything I've just said with that as a definition. So fear of missing out on a relationship, finding a soulmate, right? So talking about sound very cynical. If anybody's ever been in a relationship past a certain period of time, the fear can be, or might be, that actually, is this how it's meant to be? Is there something better? Maybe I've not met the right person. Maybe something is out there better for me. So rather than working on communication, working on the reason why you were drawn to the person in the first place, because there was a reason, right? You're in a relationship with them, to then seek something new, something greener, right? To avoid, to some degree, having to do a little bit of hard work, but also on the premise they're seeking something like a soulmate, which may or may not be true, right? Or the perfect job, which may or may not be true, right? So actually, is the grass greener? It's more of a question rather than a statement. The grass is greener. Statement. Is the grass greener? I think I could have easily started this live by posing the question and going, no, thanks for coming, I'm having a cup of tea. Right, but I really wanted to break down what it is behind it and what happens. Now, in reality, I've kind of touched on it, and of course, I'm going to go into and touch on it a little more, touch it all over, because I like to be solution based rather than just say, well, this is how it is. So if you like this, good luck. Well, no, there is different ways of looking at this, and if you're working with a coach, we would definitely got into this one if you've been bouncing around doing. Oh, I tell you what is actually on topic with, because I know we are about health and fitness, and I'm talking a lot about mindset here. You will see the same, or we might have experienced the same with somebody who moves from either one gym to another, or one coach or PT to another, or one approach to nutrition to another, consistently bouncing, trying to find the perfect situation, the better situation that will make them feel more fulfilled, more happy, even maybe get better results every time, right? Does that actually, if someone does this the same, here's the question to ask, and I'll probably give my opinion anyway, but if someone is moving from job to job, moving from relationship to relationship, moving from nutritional plan to nutritional plan, moving from maybe PT or coach to gym, consistently moving, for all these things, there's 4 things there, someone's moving. What's the common denominator in all, kind of keep my fingers out. This is what happens in lockdown. I've not been able to do any exercise. I've lost the powers of finger movement. If there's 4 things, right? 4 things: relationship, job, gyms, nutrition. If there's 4 things that somebody's bouncing constantly to and from, and maybe it's more than the one, maybe it's all 4, maybe it's just the one. If someone's constantly moving, what's the common denominator in that environment, in that scenario? It's not the jobs. It's not the people, the people they're having relationships with. It's the person that's moving, right? So it's you. If you're moving from environment to environment, your common denominator is yourself. So if you find yourself seeking something permanently, then that's what you're going to do. So I say it's never satisfied. This behaviour or habit of permanently moving, permanently keep chopping and changing is a behaviour that is never truly satisfied, because the underlying issues aren't being resolved. Now, that's already resolved, by the way, in case you're wondering. However, if you think about it logically, let's just go through some of these. So you're moving from relationship to relationship. Actually, is there a trigger for you to sense that there's something better out there? Are you using previous experiences from a relationship and bringing it into your current one and waiting for that person to behave the same way and go, ha, now there must be something better out there? With a job, are you waiting till the honeymoon period is almost over? Notice I didn't say with the relationship, but with the job, because there's a honeymoon period of the job, right? Before you realise that it isn't perfect, it's not as fulfilling or as amazing, it maybe didn't fit the job description, who knows, right? Do you find that actually you're the person saying, well, is it actually me? Am I saying, actually, I could have got more money if I went for this other job? that person seems that they get more paid, they get more time off, they get more holiday, right? They seem to have more time, they're not working till 11 o'clock at night, that job looks better. And they're moving from job to job. Are you the person that will try a nutritional plan for an amount of time and say, oh, do you know what though? That person seems to be getting better results. They seem to be doing better. That one looks better. I should try that. So I'll just quit this. I'll go and do that one. Or go to gym and go, do you know what? The equipment's not as good. Or if it's a coach or a PT, or previous experience, that one did this. This one's not doing that. Maybe there's something better. Maybe I need to find a better one, right? This is all kind of behaviours or mindsets where someone is not actually working on the underlying issues. Now, each of those, by the way, all have their own. I can't break all those down because they're very unique to the individual. And of course, as working with us at UFIT, we'll break it down, we'll get into it because it is an underlying issue, right? If someone is, if stay on if I go back to the topic with health and fitness or being healthier, if someone isn't losing weight because they're permanently changing their nutritional plan, what we haven't found or that person hasn't found is the right one for them. They're trying to find something that somebody else has, not what's right for them. Same thing with relationship. If you think the grass is greener and someone looks more happier or things a better relationship out there, actually be working on what it is that's right for you. Are you constantly seeking what somebody else has that looks better, or actually what is best for you? Are you able to communicate what's best for you rather than seeking it? Same with the career and everything else. Like, these are all things that are hugely coachable. Just needs some time understanding why we want to always be believing that somebody else has it better or the grass is always greener. Now, another way I've heard it said, and for a life of me, I won't take claim for this. I did read this somewhere, and I'm very sorry that I can't give credit to whoever made this as a statement. But I read this saying, says, at the end of the day, nurture your own grass. Love that. Nurture your own grass, remove the weeds, and plant your own flowers. Make your grass. I don't even know. Like, someone joins the live now, but like, what is she talking about? However, nurture your own grass, right? Remove the weeds, plant the best flowers that you want, plant the flowers that make you look amazing, make your grass the best for you, not to show everybody else that your grass is better and go, hey, look at my grass, people, right? No, work on your own. Work on your, I was going to use a naughty one, work on your own. Is that sound's gone? No, I was trying not to swear. Emily knows me, that's quite hard. Work on your own grass. Make it the best that you've got for you, that makes you the most satisfied, happy, gives you the sense of self, gives you fulfillment, right? A sense of being satisfied. Make your grass something that will make you satisfied, that you don't need to go and seek it somewhere else. Because is it greener? Arguably it is, but only for a short amount of time. Because if you're not nurturing that grass, even when you obtain it, it ain't staying that way. This is the thing to think about using this analogy. Of course there's always a job that's paid more. Of course there's always someone who may be more fitted to your emotional needs, etc., right? Does that mean they will stay that way if you don't work on it? Will your job always be as satisfying as it was in the first few months? No. If you don't work on it, if you don't work on your own grass, keep nurturing it, watering your lawn, all of that, get the seasonal flowers out, will it still stay that way? No. So, is the grass greener? Yes, only for as long as you keep it that way. Oh, see? Curveball, didn't answer the way you thought. Ha! So yes, the grass is greener, but only as much work you put in to keep it that way for you. Ta-da! Right, grass greener done. Oh! Tomorrow. Yes, last day of lockdown. Tomorrow. Not that it makes a difference for us in Leicester. Tomorrow's the last day, people. And the day after, we'll be indoors watching Christmas movies. It's a completely different experience, of course. Of course. But if you're not up to anything else at 5 o'clock tomorrow, if there isn't any Christmas movies on you want to watch, you can watch me, because I'm talking about the Christmas holidays. But will I sing? I will probably sing, because I've called it Holidays Are Coming. Like that famous drinks advert, which I've not seen yet. I always feel it's Christmas when I see Santa on a red truck. Say no more. So, have a lovely evening, enjoy whatever you're up to, whichever Christmas movie you're watching. I know there's a couple of my clients putting up Christmas decks today, so enjoy, and I will catch you tomorrow.